Greetings and welcome to the module 5 titled Equation of Motion of Spin in Magnetic Fields. The objective of this session is to understand the effect of magnetic field in the spin of the proton. The outcome of the session: at the end of the session, the learners will be able to identify the influence of magnetic field in the spin of the protons. In our previous modules, we have learned the principle of NMR spectroscopy. To extend the understanding of the principle, we will going to discuss about the influence of magnetic field in the spin of the proton. Precession motion, otherwise called as Larmor precession. The magnetic nuclei behave as a spinning charged bodies. If we subject them to the influence of magnetic field, they will precess as in figure. This precession is first observed by Sir Joseph Larmor. For the case of an electron, is usually referred to as Larmor precession. Generally, the protonic spin used to have a precessional motion in the presence of magnetic field. In the absence of magnetic field, the protons may be recorded as spinning randomly. When the external field is supplied, the protons must adopt one of two orientations, as we have discussed in our previous modules, that is aligned parallel or aligned anti-parallel. In these states, we can depict the magnetic moment vectors as precessing around the surface of the two cones, and the frequency of this precession will be 100 MHz if the external magnetic field is 2.35 Tesla. This is the image which clearly depicts the magnetic moment vectors as precession around the surface of the two cones. We will derive an equation for this. The angular frequency, that is the frequency of an angular moment protons, omega in radians per second, of this Larmor precession is found to be related to magnetic field. That is, omega is proportional to the magnetic field. To remove the proportionality, we are introducing a proportionality constant, that is gamma magneto-gyric ratio. If we choose to express this in frequency units, then since nu is equal to omega by 2 pi, if we substitute the omega in the nu formula, then it becomes nu is equal to gamma b naught divided by 2 pi. This is the most important of the fundamental equations in the NMR spectroscopy. In the final equation, the gyro magnetic ratio, that is magneto-gyric ratio, gamma is a constant, 2 is a number, pi is a constant 3.14, and therefore the precessional frequency is proportional to the applied magnetic field. This is the basic most important equation in NMR spectroscopy. When the radio frequency power of 100 megahertz is supplied to this system, the resonance condition can be envisaged as causing the precession proton to flip from one orientation to the other, so that each proton will spend part of its time processing around the cone as it is mentioned in figure A, and part of its time processing around the cone as it is presented in the figure B. And as we know that, which we have discussed in our previous modules, the protons are having degenerate spin states in the absence of magnetic field. If the magnetic field applied, the degeneracy is lost. If we irradiate the radio frequency radiation of around 100 megahertz, if the magnetic field is 2.35 Tesla, then the resonance takes, at that resonance, the flipping of protonic spins used to take place in two different directions. See, the precession frequency is directly proportional to the magnetic field, which was proved in the equations which we have seen before, can be elaborated in this particular slide. If the magnetic field is increased progressively, then the precession frequency also increases. Hence, this proves the precession frequency is directly proportional to the applied magnetic field. In summary, the entire theory of NMR so far discussed can be summarized as many nuclei have spin angular momentum. Because of this, they have magnetic moment. The magneto-gyric ratio is a unique constant for each nucleus. In an applied magnetic field of strength B0, the frequency of precession is equal to B0. From this, the precession frequency is proportional to the magnetic field is confirmed. Thanks for your active participation. Kindly clarify your doubts by attending the online session in a Google Meet platform. The Google Meet link and timetable will be shared through WhatsApp group. Thank you. Please go through this to understand the basic fundamentals of NMR spectroscopy. Thank you.